Greetings, Aggies. My name is Melvin Harris. I'm the score editor for the A&T Register.
My name is Alexis Davis, and I'm the score lead reporter.
And this is the Aggie Spotlight. And today, we got the one and only in here today, Jacob Roberts. His resume speaks for itself. Two-time All-American, defensive MVP in the Celebration Bowl back in 2019. Second team on MEAC honors, and nominated for Conference Rookie of the Year back in 2019 as well. Jacob, how do you try to stay hungry after getting all these accomplishments? What keeps you motivated, I guess?
Honestly, my teammates and my coaches, they always tell me never get too high, never get too low, just stay right. Follow the path you're on, and just keep doing what you're doing, work hard every day. Don't let the media get to you, stay the course.
So you have Sam Washington as your coach. He's a very seasoned coach, plenty of Celebration Bowls. He's produced so many good players. How would you say your dynamic is?
It's pretty good. Knowing him, he's played in the NFL, so when he's teaching us, he's telling us what's right. He's actually been through the things that he's trying to get us to go through. So what he's telling us is always right. So we try to learn from him as best as possible, as much as possible.
And back in 2020, y'all didn't really have a regular season. It was kind of y'all went from winning the MEAC, the Celebration Bowl, to 2 seasons later being in the Big South. In 2020, y'all to have that season. So what did that feel like, not having that regular football season?
It was kind of different. I wasn't used to it. I always played, so sitting out it had us hungry. But then again, we came back. We had to get our feet back under us. We ain't playing the year. Not to come up with any excuses or nothing, because we don't do that. But we had to get our feet back under us. So I feel like this season, we're gonna put it together.
So let's take it back. So back when you were trying to figure out, okay, where am I gonna go to college? And you got all the great facilities at the PWIs, you got all these people, talking and things like that. What made you want to come to a HBCU and then come to A&T?
So I came on a visit. A&T was my first offer. So I came on a visit. My first visit was a homecoming game. So
that kind of sold it.
Yeah, once I seen the atmosphere, walked around campus, met all the players, coaches and stuff like that, I just knew this was it. And I signed early, so.
Yeah. NCAT, for sports, athletics, they've been changing conferences pretty frequently. I know going to the Colonial in a few years and the Big South last year, and we was in the MEAC, for a long time. What is your take on NCAT, because you're an athlete, you might get more attention. Me and Alexis have different opinions.
Yeah.
So it's what is your take on,
All right, so a lot of people don't know the position we were in, so we really had no choice but to leave the MEAC or but to leave the Big South. So I know people see it as, oh, NCAT just leaving conferences, is that, but it's not that. We were in a position where we had no choice but to leave, because we had other teams leaving, which would have made us a 4-team or 3-team conference. We can't compete in a 3-team conference. So we can't help the other teams left. So we had no choice but to leave. So, but I feel like it's a good move for the program all around.
Okay, for sure. And you think with the Colonial, do you think it'll serve you better in the Big South? Did you enjoy your first season in the Big South?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I like better competition, and that's what they had to the MEAC. So I feel like, as we play better competition, we're gonna end up being better. We just gotta put things together.
Did you miss the, I guess, what's the word?
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
It's definitely different from the MEAC.
I know a lot of people, they have pre-game rituals. Some people, they might eat their favorite candy, they might play their favorite song. So what's something that you do when you're getting ready to put your pads on and go out and play?
I normally talk to my mom before the game in the locker room. But besides that, we just pray as a team. Listen to some Lil Baby before I head out. That's pretty much it.
Wait, so quick question, because you mentioned Lil Baby. I'm assuming you take Lil Baby over Gunna?
Yes, over anybody.
I
thought we were all going to be able to get along.
I know.
He the best out to me.
Man, come on, man. You heard Dress Season 4. That's all good, though. You went to Mount Creek, and I live right down the street. We kind of grew up around the same area. Mount Creek is a dominant program for football. You got teammates like Jordan Davis. How do you feel like Mount Creek helped prepare you to play U.S. football?
I feel like they helped me prepare a lot. We had some of the best coaches in the state, nationwide, and coach some players that's already in the NFL right now. So I feel like our coaches, they put us in a position where they teach us as if we were college athletes already. So we go to college and already know what to do and how to take on things.
So being from the Charlotte area, do you feel like that added anything to your game? Kind of like for me, I'm from the DMV and that produces a lot of basketball talent, and you can just kind of tell when they're on the court, their court swag, etc. So like, do you think being from Charlotte, how do you think that kind of plays into your game? Like whether it might be like field swag, whether it might be a mentality, like how do you think that kind of transfers over?
For me, I think everybody from Charlotte or everybody I know and play with, I feel like we're just hungry. You know, we feel like we got to prove ourselves every time we step out there on the field or whatnot. So I just feel like, you know, we just got that dog mentality.
So, and I guess what would be like your most memorable moment as an Aggie on the football field? Like, what is like your favorite game, your favorite play? Like,
I mean, 2019 Celebration Bowl, got an interception.
were you defending back for a touchdown? Like,
No, I got knocked out at like the 5 yard line.
Right there, he was there, right
I was
there.
like,
Yeah.
I was mad, man.
Yeah, nah. I guess kind of wrap things up. You know, Aggies. Y'all were very competitive in the Big South. You would go into halftime with the lead or whatever, and sometimes I guess things would just not go your way. What do you think Aggies should expect in your next season in the Big South coming up?
Just start fast and finish strong. You know, that's something we couldn't do last year was finish strong. So we got to work better in the second half. Everybody be on one page, get the job done.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Well, you know, I want to say thank you, Jacob, for your time today, and thank you, Aggies, for tuning in. This is the Aggie Spotlight.